there, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're not new here. My name is Gina and today is episode 3 of Vlogmas. So my Vlogmas, if you've missed the first two, is a little bit of a slower take on Vlogmas. I'm just gonna be vlogging when I can, but hopefully doing a few more videos than I typically do. And I want to insert some of the more slow, cozy activities that I've been planning for this winter break, so I'm really excited. I'm shocked that I'm already at episode 3 because I thought the first 2 weeks of December would be particularly challenging, which they are. They've been very busy. I'm hoping to pick up the pace as we get closer to the holidays. Anyway, today I wanted to share my skincare routine because I tried recording this a couple of days ago and it didn't have any audio. And so I figured I would just do a little bit of the routine that I was sharing with you, also treat myself, and then share with you what I have planned for today. First things first, my Oak Essentials Balancing Mist. I know I talk about this probably too often at this point, but it's really nice. This always gives me, it's like a scent that reminds me to just take a deep breath, pause, and I think that's mostly why I buy this. I don't even know if it's super effective. I think it is. But more than anything, the scent is just incredible. So that, and then I'm gonna move on to my Oak Essentials Ritual Oil. And by the way, I'm not like sponsored by Oak Essentials or anything like that. I feel like at the pace that I've been sharing Oak Essentials products, maybe it seems like that, but actually these I've purchased with my own money. So yeah, I just really like the products. So anyway, a couple of drops of this beautiful blue oil. Also smells so lovely. And then I'm gonna do just a little bit of a gua sha face massage and tell you a little bit about what I've got planned for today. So today I woke up before my son, which is always such a treat. I typically wake up around 6, and today he slept in until like 6:45, which is lovely. And so I have a little bit more morning energy than I typically do. When he wakes me up, I'm so much more tired than if I just get even 15 minutes to myself to kind of prep for the day and get my brain awake. And that way I'm not starting my day like on immediately. I get to start my day at my pace. And then when he wakes up, I turn on. So yeah, it's really interesting, honestly, this phase of life, because I used to be such a morning person. I would take these super slow mornings. And I always said, my husband's not a morning person. And I always said, oh, if we have kids, I really hope they're a morning person like me so we can like chat it up, yap it up. And I manifested that. That little boy wakes up on and ready to just have fun and giggle and chat. And I love it. But also he wakes up earlier than me. So I should have been more specific in my dream that I'm still the earliest riser in the household. This is my little jade gua sha. I just got myself a new one because my old one that I had for probably like 8 years, I dropped and it cracked in half and it broke my heart. And then I bought like a little cheapy one from, I think, Marshall's, and it was like this white stone. But when I got it home, I realized the heft of it came from the packaging and it just doesn't feel, it feels very flimsy in my hands. So I'm gonna keep that as like one I can take when I travel or something. And I just got this one for $10 on Amazon, unfortunately. And but it's very heavyweight and it's real jade stone. And it's just like a little thicker. It feels better on the skin. So I feel like these need to have a little bit of weight to them for me to feel comfortable using them. But I always like to start right here in this jaw area because I hold a lot of tension in my jaw. I used to, or maybe I still do, clench my jaw when I sleep sometimes when I'm a little stressed and overtired. And so I like to do that and then bring it down here and release some of the tension here and just like a little extra drainage through my lymph nodes. And I'm feeling this side has more tension today than the other side. But anyway, if you've never tried a gua sha, I highly recommend it. I just really love them. And they're supposed to help with lifting your skin, they help with circulation, they help with drainage. There's a lot of benefits. I mostly like it, I mean, for all of those things, but primarily it just is a physical reminder that I can take some time out for myself, unwind, and just care for myself, you know. I like to go over I get a lot of like fine lines through my forehead because I'm very expressive, as you probably have seen. In my face, and so I like to just kind of iron them out a little bit up here and then pull this way, pull that way. Anyway, what I've got planned for today, me and the fellas are gonna go to one of our favorite diners locally and have breakfast. And then I'm very excited because I'll be going to the ballet this afternoon with my mom and my sister. My sister's birthday is in about a week, exactly a week actually. And we wanted to all like do something together versus just doing gifts. And so I love going to the ballet. My husband's not the biggest fan. I think it's just a little slow for him sometimes. And so we don't really go together. So I was like, oh, perfect, ballet with my mom and my sister. And of course, because it's this time of year, the Nutcracker is showing. And we used to go to the Nutcracker with my aunt every single year as kids. And it's just such fond memories. Like we'd get dressed up and she'd take us, and definitely sometimes we were too young, like my siblings would be too young and I'd be wrangling them a little or she'd be wrangling them. But it's just a really fond memory of mine. And so going to the Nutcracker with my mom and my sister kind of brings that back. I can't wait until my son is a little older so I can take him every year too. Yeah, it's just like a nice holiday tradition. I'm very into the traditions. If you didn't see my last video, it's definitely something that it gives me a lot of grounding and makes things feel stable in a very busy world. And also a lot of traditions are centered around spending time with the people that you love and making memories with the people you love. So I'm a sucker for that, of course. But anyway, I'm just gonna do a little bit down my neck. Oh, already feeling a lot better. A little breathing. So yeah, we're going to do the ballet this afternoon. So it's a little bit of an early showing. It's kind of timed with my son's nap time. And then in the afternoon, I think I want to put together my personal advent calendar. I'm going to do like a week or two worth of like beauty products, skincare products, just things to kind of treat myself once winter break is close and near, and to look forward to the holiday and end of year. You don't really need to put this after, but it just feels really nice. Probably why I go through this so quickly. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what else it's Sunday, so I also have to prep for the week ahead. We'll probably do some laundry and some of the household chores, but for the most part, keep it pretty low key. Last night I made this really delicious shepherd's pie. We still have some of this meat. Actually, I should correct that. Last night I tried to make a really delicious shepherd's pie, which the meat came out beautiful. I was very, very pleased. I was actually surprised. And I was planning on using some leftover mashed potatoes that we had. And then once I opened the mashed potatoes, I was like, I don't know how long we've had this in the fridge. So I didn't want to use those mashed potatoes anymore. And my husband he was already coming back home because I had him pick up a couple of other things. So I was like, oh, what am I going to do with all of this meat filling, you know? And we ended up adding it to this fusilli pasta, but it's like a quinoa rice pasta. And we tossed them together. And it was so good. I think it actually was maybe better than what I originally had planned, because it just wasn't as heavy. Like when I do mashed potatoes, I do them like with a lot of butter and a bit of milk. And I think that would have actually put us over the top. Like it would have been too heavy for us. So with this like quinoa pasta, it was such a nice texture. The flavor was amazing. The pasta really absorbed the flavor of the meat sauce. And I had like some string beans, peas, carrots and corn mixed in there too. It was so good. So I'm looking forward to eating that tonight. So I actually we don't have to worry about dinner. So that's gonna free up a good portion of the evening too. And yeah, we'll see what else happens. Since my son and my husband are cozy in bed, they are watching replays of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This is the first time we've all watched it as a family, and I usually skip it because I've grown up with it and don't really find it that entertaining, to be honest. But my son loves balloons, and so I told him a couple days before Thanksgiving that there's going to be football and balloons. He loves sports, he loves balloons. So he was really thrilled, and he has just glommed on to the Thanksgiving Day Parade. And it's so slow and relaxing to kind of watch. Like it's very benign that we don't mind having it on in the background. So if he wants a little screen time, we're like, okay, Thanksgiving Parade it is. And he has memorized all of the balloons now. He knows like the different clowns and all of this stuff. Like he is just very into it. He loves the music, like the marching band and stuff. So I was like, okay, this is very cute and peaceful and wholesome. So he can you can have at it. So they're just hanging out in bed watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for the like fifth time, something like that. But yeah, they'll probably get up and start getting dressed to go to the diner pretty soon. But I will take advantage of the quiet house and wrap up my makeup, make myself feel a little more polished for the day. A couple of the things that I'm like brainstorming for future videos. I definitely want to do my sweater depilling because several of my sweaters just need that attention. And gotta focus when I'm doing my brows. Yeah, I want to do the sweater depilling. Maybe I'll even try and do that today, like film that at least and plug it into this vlog. If not, it'll definitely be next weekend. This week is going to be a little hectic still. I have a few client lunches, and then we have our staff retreat. My organization has their staff retreat, and it's only 2 days. It's going to be up in the Bay Area. It's always very full on, like a lot of energy. So I don't think I'm going to have a lot of energy to film anything this week. I also want to do some holiday, like a holiday outfit lookbook, shop my own closet, get some ideas. Today I'm going to start brainstorming that because I do have to come up with an outfit for the ballet. So I just kind of want to figure out, like I did this last year too, figure out ways to use stuff already in my wardrobe, make them feel a little dressy and special so that I don't feel the need to get like something new every year or add on stuff. Even like accessories, sometimes I'll just get like a special accessory. But even this year, I don't really want to do that. I think I just have so much in my wardrobe that I can use. And it's so subjective what dressy is these days anyway. And it's not like I'm going to anything super formal. Like even this ballet is, you know, in the afternoon. It's in, you know, LA is very casual generally. When I was in New York, if we go like to Lincoln Center or something like that, you really want to dress up. But here I find everything is a lot more casual. So yeah, I'm gonna shop my closet, find some good holiday looks, style some things that I just don't wear quite enough too, and see how that goes. And then a couple of other videos. I do have this, I feel like almost embarrassed admitting it, but I know you all like these videos a lot, so it kind of enables me. I do have another quince order coming. There's a few new styles that I saw, like new sweater dress styles. And I love a sweater dress. You know I love a sweater, and then a sweater dress is just phenomenal, especially for like my line of work. It's very work appropriate, as well as I can wear it casually, and sweater dresses are just so comfortable. So anyway, there I am justifying, but I'm trying out, I think I ordered 2 or 3 in this next order to try, and hopefully they work for me because I really do need more cold weather dress options because I default to pants and a sweater a lot of the time. So I'd like something a little bit more dressy and comfortable. So yeah, I'll have that quince video out whenever that order arrives. And then actually in that order, I did get, I don't know where it is right now. I think it's in my bedroom, but I got this candle. It was the first thing to ship and first thing to arrive. And it's called Balsam Fir. It smells like Christmas trees. It is so nice. I had a friend over yesterday for a play date, and she smelled it and she was like, oh, this is so lovely and it doesn't make me sneeze. Usually these things make me sneeze. So I was like, okay, this is a winner. Anyway, so those are some of the things I have planned. I have to do my mascara, so I'm gonna focus on that. And then I'm gonna get on with my day. So I will see you later. Okay, so we're going to the diner, but I actually got a little more dressed up because we might go look at some holiday lights after. So this is my Sammy jumper with my Nayeli skirt and all from Cezanne. Feels very chic. And then one of my go-to bags right now, my Coach woven. Sorry, the boys are getting ready in the back if you can hear all that. And then I think I'm just gonna wear my favorite trench right now. Okay, OOTD, feels good. Okay, we're all hungry, so I'm gonna get moving. Okay, so I'm back from the ballet. That was really, really lovely. It was so nice spending time with my mom and my sister, and the ballet was beautiful. I have to be a little quiet because my son is taking his nap right now. I changed because it's like almost 70 degrees today, so I ended up changing before I headed out, but it was I was running really late, which was a little stressful. So I will insert clips that I just took of my outfit. And I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm a little tired, so I'm probably gonna just eat and veg on the couch, watch some Gilmore Girls, relax, enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please remember to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.